What's up, sisters? Welcome to this episode of the Period Whisperer podcast, where we talk about the buzzword-worthy topic of nutrition. What to eat, when to eat, what to give up. It all comes down to my 3 key hacks. Okay, and maybe later on I added one bonus hack. That are the foundation of my nutrition and results in my body. I rarely have cravings now. My periods are extremely regular. I no longer require an afternoon nap, and I lost the excess weight around my belly. But most of all, I don't feel like I'm left obsessing over food all of the time. This is my starting point with so many of my clients. Ready to get to it? I have a feeling you are, since this is one of the most common questions I get asked. Let's get to it. What's up, sisters? Welcome to the Period Whisperer podcast. I'm Bria. I'm your host. If you're new, I'm so happy you are here. I'm your peri-menopause and menopause sister, your holistic trainer, hormone specialist, translator of your female body. I'm a recovering people pleaser and hustle addict turned body whisperer and hormone decoder. And I am here to help you de-stress your body, decode what it is saying, become the CEO of it, and own your own health, energy, and weight loss again. This show is for you, the overwhelmed, overworked, underappreciated step woman who dreams of a body they feel strong, energetic, and sane in. The woman who knows that she shouldn't just wave the white aging flag and believes in a body and life of peace, love, and purpose. But you don't just know how to get there yet. So if you are stuck in your body, your energy, your life, you are in the right spot. Let's lean in and learn what our bodies are saying to us. Hey. Gosh, I feel like this is a heavy topic today. And truthfully, the fact that it is heavy for so many people, myself included, is what I have come to recognize as the biggest problem with it. The most common question I have always had from women over the last decade as a coach and trainer is always about food and nutrition. What do I eat? Should they eat this? Should they eat that? Should they never eat this? Should they never eat that? What is the best nutrition plan that's going to get them the best results the fastest? Should they cut out certain foods, eat more of certain foods, eat in the certain time periods? What about this new diet or that new diet? And the biggest question as we move into perimenopause and menopause years that I get is, why am I doing everything the same and gaining weight now? When I polled the Period Whisperer community about what they needed the most, one of the most common requests I got had to do with nutrition. So I know this is a hot topic for all of us. Now, as a holistic health coach and hormone specialist, I've worked with a lot of one-on-one clients, and one thing that often comes up are food triggers. For a lot of us as women, eating with strict guidelines triggers us or them into negative habits after years of following these types of programs. Personally, I've never been good at being strict about my food. Somehow, the moment I decide I'm never eating something, it is all I think about. But what I very much relate to and recognize in myself when I was seriously struggling with hormone imbalance was my mental consumption with food. What I was going to eat, what was I going to eat the next day, why did I eat that, why couldn't I stop eating it once I got started? I was consumed. And this is what happens to us. We get consumed by our thoughts. So what I've discovered is that there are a few issues here. First, what was once working for us is no longer working. No matter what you followed before, something has changed, and you're right. Your youth has shifted. Your hormones have shifted. Your body is over your stressed out lifestyle. This is what this podcast is about. Lowering the stress in the body and the life, making different decisions to lower the stress in that body, and really learning to listen to what your body says to you. So make sure you go back and listen to the past episodes if you haven't already. They'll walk you through how to begin to do this, because it is truly the path to energy gain and what I like to call weight release. is bringing our body back to that homeostasis. Nothing is broken in you. Everything is just likely dysregulated. And the way to get back there is first to lower that stress in the body. Second, we are consumed by food and our bodies. And just like those people we meet who are so gossipy, if all you can think about is food and your body, you need some new hobbies. You need joy and you need laughter. When you are happy and fulfilled in your life, you're not thinking about what you're going to eat next. You're fulfilled. So finally, and this is arguably the biggest issue, we have spent our lives looking outside of ourselves for our answers, but the answers are truly within. Your body responds to everything that you do to it or don't do, but we're so consumed with the world outside of us and what that world tells us, we don't know, like that world that tells us that we don't know how to listen or even understand what our bodies are saying. Kind of like an evil dictator, right? Like our brain consumes all the marketing that is coming at us at all times. It sucks it all in because we're constantly targeted by marketing, and then it dictates that down to the body, telling it exactly again and again what it should do, how it should act, what it should look like, how it should respond. And truthfully, unlike a dictator, a true leader asks great questions and listens to the response of the body. The most valuable lesson I can give you, sister, the biggest truth I can share, the main point of this entire podcast is to teach you to look for your answers to healing your body from your body. I'm always reminded of trying to buy a car and being sold to without anyone asking me my needs. It's gross and it's frustrating. I definitely have many memories of walking into a car shop or a car sales studio, and I know very clearly what I want and what I need, and yet nobody asks me that. They try to just tell me what I need, and it's the most infuriating thing. We want to make sure we're not doing that to our body. I don't want that car, and now I have to do all this work to pay for this car that I didn't want. Same thing with our body, right? We want to make sure we're listening to our body and then just make the effort to give it what it needs, not shove all these things on it that the whole world is telling us our body needs. Your body will tell what your body needs. Now, the answer for what you should eat, how much you should eat, when you should eat, those answers are within you. But my caveat to that, or rather my disclaimer, is this. When you have spent as much time as we have as women over 35 dictating down to our bodies, we have to do a couple of key things to create the space so that we can hear what our body is truly saying to us. And this is where my key hacks come in that I'm about to share. These are the 3 things that I do every day to make sure my body has a voice and make sure that I am hearing that voice, not the voice of sugar cravings or marketing or food addiction or numbing. My body, her voice. So here are 3 key hacks that when used consistently will aid your body back into homeostasis, lower stress, balance your hormones, and allow for the energy gain and weight release that you are wanting. And don't forget, 80-20 is enough. We do not need perfection here. We need balance. So, hack number 1, we want to make sure we're having 3 to 4 meals a day to regulate your blood sugar, like real meals that are filling and satisfying and complete. So fiber, protein, fats, carbs, that kind of thing. We should be eating within the first couple hours of waking up and then every 3 to 4 hours after, right? Listen to your body. Is it hungry? Is it not hungry? Number 2, veggies first always, followed by proteins and then fats and carbs. When we layer in those veggies first, we're creating a great little sifting system to slow down the glucose absorption into the body. And that allows us to slow down and have our food assimilate into our body more evenly, keeping us steady, keeping our blood sugar steady, and allowing the body to not have to deal with all the ups and downs. Think about it. It takes a lot more energy energy to run hills up and down, up and down, up and down for 10 minutes than it does to just walk for 10 minutes. So we want to give our body a break so it's not stressing out. Hack number 3. We want to focus on crowding out the unhealthy stuff to create an 80-20 split. No one enjoys a life without some toxins, right? I think, well, maybe a few people do, but I've never been one of those people. I always intend to have a great relationship with wine and chocolate, but we want to make sure that we are focusing on adding more of the good stuff in and not just worrying so much about what we can and cannot do, right? Just bring on the good stuff, let it have it first, let it crowd out the old stuff, and just scientifically speaking, by starting with good stuff, there becomes a better absorption in the body and less space even for the bad stuff. Okay, I added a bonus tip here, and I really want to encourage you to do a gut and hormone health protocol for 3 to 4 weeks to get a kickstart. If you're in a phase of your life where it is time for you to focus on your health and you know you're having digestive issues or you're having skin issues or your hormones are completely out of whack, create a little space by doing 3 to 4 weeks where you really just lean into your health, follow a gut health protocol, and you can certainly reach out to me and do my next one with me if you'd like. It's one of, it's been getting amazing results across the board. I love it, and I do it every 3 months or so, 3-4 months. It's going to create a great foundation for you to then get results without having to put so much exhaustive effort in. All right. If you are looking for more clear direction on this, I want to invite you to learn more about my next gut and hormone health protocol that will be starting later this month. So just go to my Linktree / The Period Whisperer, or go to my Instagram page, Bria_Period Whisperer. And I will put this link, of course, in the show notes for you as well, or you can find it in my bio on Instagram or my cover photo on Facebook. And just remember, we want to shift our focus from weight loss to life gain. Thank you so much, sisters, for being here. And I would love if you could share a post or story on social, how you leaned into one of these steps or these hacks. Tag me in it. Share this with your friends. Let's make sure more women know that the way to feeling amazing in perimenopause and menopause is not the way it used to be, but it's simpler than you think. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for joining me on the Period Whisperer podcast. I want to encourage you to reach out to me directly and message me if there are topics or things you're struggling with so we can address those right where you are at. And of course, if you loved this episode, if you learned something, make sure to share it with your friends and please rate and review it wherever you get your podcasts.